Hey guys, welcome back to another video. My name is Kylie and this is...
My name's Evan.
And today we are going to be doing the boyfriend slash fiance tag for you guys. And yeah. If you haven't already, please subscribe and like this video for us to do more videos together on this channel. And let's get into this video. Where slash when did we meet?
We met on New Year's Eve night in 2013, going on 2014.
Where was our first date? Our first date was technically on New Year's. We were supposed to go to a concert together and we never ended up getting to go because I was actually underage at the time and I wasn't 21, so I couldn't get in. And we ended up going to Starbucks and just sitting and talking and kind of getting to know each other. And yeah. When was our first kiss?
Our first kiss was that night when I asked her to be my first kiss, and we were...
Your first kiss?
I asked her to be my
New Year's
my
kiss.
New Year's kiss that night when we were at the Starbucks. That's what I remember. And she was like, "Oh yeah, of course it will be."
And so turned midnight, you know, like classic New Year stuff, and we kissed. Who said I love you first?
She did. She totally did. Like
'Cause
2
I'm
weeks
crazy.
in. 2 weeks in, she did.
I
She-
knew.
Yeah, 2 weeks in, she did. And I kind of didn't know what to say. I was just like, oh,
You said it like a week later.
I saw it a week later, but still.
You didn't want to do it over the
2
phone.
weeks was pretty fast.
He wanted to do it in person. He
I
didn't want to
did.
do it over the phone anyways.
Yeah.
So
That's true.
it made it more special that way. I'm more into like the texting era where you do everything over the phone.
Yeah. I didn't have my first cell phone until I was 17 because my parents didn't think it was necessary, so... I know everybody else had a
Times are
cell
kinda
phone when they were like
changing.
9 years old. Yeah.
Question number 5. When are each other's birthdays? So his is March 29th, 1990. And when's mine?
June 7th, 1996. And the only reason I remember it every year with no problem is because my mom's birthday is June 7th, 1966.
So we're exactly 30 years apart, which is crazy.
Makes it easy.
Both of our birthdays, by the way, are coming up next week. I'm turning the big 21, you know, party. Pregnant 21 life.
Yeah, and my mom will be 36. She'll beat me if she sees that I say that she's older than that.
What color are each other's eyes?
Hers are hazel.
Yours
I
are
think.
brown.
Yeah.
Where did we meet each other's parents? So I met his parents when we went out to California because they actually live out there, and it was about a year after we met because you went out there the first time without me because we had just kind of started dating and I was still in school. So yeah.
Yeah.
When did you meet mine?
I met her mom, I think like a month after we were dating, maybe, when I dropped you off, right?
No, she was.
Or-
I think she was dropping me off at your apartments.
Yeah, and I came out and said hello and pretended to be 3 years younger than what I really am. Or was.
He looked way younger too because he didn't have all this.
I didn't have the beard. No.
Nope. What is each other's shoe size? Can you guess mine?
She's a 7.5. Or a 7. The only reason I know that is because she asked me this earlier. And
The only reason is because we filmed this video already once and we had to film it again because it was completely out of focus.
It was so messed up.
Second time is a charm.
I'm able to do this because I had some wine, so it's easier this time.
Did you even drink any wine?
Yeah, I did. I just finished off the bottle.
What am I good at?
Being a mom.
Oh, sweet. He said that the first time too, in case you're wondering.
I remember.
And I think he's good at playing the supportive role when he wants to.
when I can.
When he can. He's very caring, and I love that. But he can also be like...
It's taken a lot for it to come out again. There's so many years where it went away and it wasn't there anymore. But she's brought it out.
But he's great. What am I bad at?
Cleaning.
It's okay. He's bad at cleaning too. We're both pretty bad. But we're getting better. It's just hard because this house is so tiny.
Right.
I cannot wait until we move into a bigger house so that we just have more space. Because even when the house is completely clean, it still like looks cluttered and dirty because there's just so much stuff.
House,
and
yeah.
We've outgrown it.
Tiny homes.
But it's so funny because when we first moved in, this house seemed huge to us because we didn't have like any stuff.
Well, it was probably our first house on our own. Well,
without a
roommate.
And the roommate had like all the stuff before, so this is the first house that we've completely furnished.
We'll have him in the videos eventually one time. He's my daughter's uncle, that's what I call him, so.
He's great. His name's Eric.
Eric Jeffrey.
What is my favorite color?
Red.
My favorite color?
Oh, blue. Sorry.
Red is his favorite color.
Yes, it is. I love red.
So, yeah.
No gang affiliation. I just like red. I like different colors too, but...
He likes pretty much all color.
I like blue, I like green. I like all the Rasta colors, but I like red the most.
I'm pretty much... I pretty much only wear black, but my favorite color is blue, so that's how I kind of spice it up. Where was our first trip together?
EDC Las Vegas 2014 by ourselves, just me and her.
I will probably have to share some photos from that eventually with you guys because that was a great trip.
That was dope.
I bought those tickets for both of us. I bought them, my own money, both tickets. Which, if you guys have ever looked up EDC, you guys know that those tickets are like outrageously priced.
Plus staying in Vegas, plus gas, plus eating.
Yeah, plus all of that.
Water,
beer. And it was for my 18th birthday too, so it was pretty crazy.
Yeah.
And we really enjoyed that, so. And I bought him his ticket for his birthday, and then my parents paid for like half of mine, but I paid for most of it, and it was great. It was a great experience, and then we ended up going the following year with like a lot of our friends, so that was really cool. Who takes longer to get ready?
I do.
He definitely does. I can have me and Brenna ready before he's like even attempted to like get out of the shower. He also likes to sit in the shower for like ever.
I take my time. I've earned it.
How long were we together before we got engaged?
3 years.
Yeah, so we've been together about 3.5.
3.5 years.
And so by the time when he proposed, it was about, it was what, September? Yeah, it was September when it happened. So yeah,
I think so.
About 3 years. A little over 3. What is your favorite clothing item that the other person wears? So I personally love him in button-ups, but I mean he looks good in t-shirts too. He just has a nice like build. I love me some dad bod. But yeah, so those are my favorite.
I like when she wears dresses, blue dresses, white dresses, pretty much any of them. What I can't stand is when she wears muumuus at night. I don't think that those are cute.
He doesn't like nightgowns.
No, whatever it's called. I call it a muumuu, and it's not sexy. Girls may spend like $150 on those things.
Like even the pretty like lace nightgowns, he doesn't even like those.
It looks like a 70-year-old grandma getting ready for bed. She wants to look hot for 2 minutes on her way in.
What is your favorite clothing item that the other person wears? So I personally love him in button-ups. But I mean, he looks good in t-shirts too. He just has a nice like build. I love me some dad bod. But yeah, so those are my favorite.
I like when she wears dresses, blue dresses, white dresses, pretty much any of them. What I can't stand is when She wears muumuus at night. I don't think that those are cute.
He doesn't like nightgowns.
No,
he
whatever
hates
it's called. I call it a muumuu, and it's not sexy. Girls may spend like $150 on those things.
Like even the pretty like lace nightgowns, he doesn't even like those.
It looks like a 70-year-old grandma getting ready for bed. She wants to look hot for 2 minutes on her way in.
What do you like best about the other person?
Your ability to deal with me.
Oh, can that be my answer too? Because that was a good answer. What is your favorite vacation that you've ever taken together?
Well, it'd be a mix. It would be 2015 EDC when we took Eric and JC, our other two buddies, and probably one of the summers when we went out to California to go to the beach. And I really like Christmas Eves every year with my family. Those are like really special to me, and to be able to bring her to one of those, or however many we've been to, is like really special, because that's probably like my favorite time of year, is just that one day when we're all together with my dad's family and my mom's, well, some of my mom's family, but I don't know, it's those days are really special to me, definitely.
My favorites would have to be either the first year that we went to EDC, just because it was kind of like our first big like hurrah like vacation together that didn't involve like family.
I know.
And so that was pretty cool. I also really enjoyed our beach trip. That was one of my favorite days, just because it was one of my first times like actually getting to spend like a full day at the beach, and it was my first time at Huntington. And if you've never been to Huntington, I greatly recommend it. It's beautiful, and I'm a beach girl. I love the ocean. I love the water, so it's definitely one of my favorites. But if you're talking about favorite Christmases, my favorite would have been like the first year that we went out together as a couple, because we actually did like this huge hike for like on Christmas Eve.
Oh, man.
And it was crazy. We woke up like super early, and we hiked Deep Creek is what it's called.
Yeah.
And we like went to the hot springs, and that was so cool, because that was my first time really ever like seeing the hot springs. And I would definitely go back, because at the time I didn't really like do photography, and that would be a beautiful place to like get some pictures.
I love that place.
I want to take your sister and like take some photos with her there.
Yeah,
that'd be great.
It's a cool place, even though it's been traveled to so many times and it's so popular, but it's still pretty cool, because we get kind of sick of the city. I do. I don't know. Not coming from the city and living in the city, it's nice to go back and do things like that.
Who is the better cook?
Me, of course.
Definitely.
It's my job.
Like he cooks
career.
for a living, so I'm terrible at cooking. I will have to say that I try to help him out as much as I can, but I'm terrible at it. But something that I can say is, maybe in the future, if HelloFresh, wants to sponsor us, that would be great, because we have been subscribing to those boxes.
They're amazing.
And they're amazing. They like help spice up like different recipes that you wouldn't like really think to make, and pairing different items together, and it's just so nice. Plus, you don't have to go to the grocery store.
Yeah,
which is nice.
It's so simple. I mean, everything that's in there is all you need. You just have to have like the simple cutlery and plates to like, I don't know.
But we need a bigger kitchen, so.
Definitely.
But we're moving in August, so stay tuned for moving vlogs. Subscribe to our vlog channel. Shameless plug, but we're creating a vlog, and it's gonna be great. And the last question: when are we getting married?
Sometime in March.
To be exact, it's gonna be March 29th,
no,
2018.
March 22nd.
March 22nd. 2018. I said your birthday.
Yeah, no way. I'll be partying.
Yeah,
Maybe.
It's like 8 days before his birthday, so hey. But it should be nice. We're getting married on a Thursday because, I don't know, it just seems better for us and what we needed. So
for the family,
yeah.
For the price.
For everything.
Yeah.
And definitely stay tuned for more wedding videos, of course, because we will definitely be doing that. I'll be doing a lot of DIYs for that, just because I want to save some money, and a lot of like wedding decor is like really expensive when you can do a lot of it yourself. So Stay tuned for that, as well as wedding vlogs. So that is the end of our tag today, and like this video if you want to see more of us together, and definitely hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I mean, you've made it this far, so hey. And see you guys next Wednesday.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye.